What's up, everyone, and welcome to another very special edition of the Toy Room Renovations right here on this live sessions on YouTube. I'm your host, Albert Albanese, and this is another special edition because we have another big project going on. Now, as you guys have seen, the WCW shelf has been put up. We've got the ring right here behind me, actually. So we've got that all set up, and underneath it was empty for a little while. As you know, we built our own space for our Hasbros. So now I was thinking with the Hasbros, I gotta get lights on it. So why not just light the whole bottom, build some shelves down there, and then put up some, new figures. So I went ahead and constructed new shelves for underneath everything. So let's take a look. So here's a little bit of an example of what they're going to look like. I got some figures out there just to kind of give a little depth. So we kind of made the bottom a little bit too long, so I'm gonna have to put another shelf kind of like in the intermediary. You'll see when I kind of hook it back up. And then the next thing after I do this is to put up the lights. So I have the figures there just to kind of see what what I'm getting at. So there'll be a row in the front, kind of like those figures are, and then we'll do probably 3 figures deep on that next shelf, and then about 2 figures deep on the shelf on top of that. And the last one's going to be about a figure, maybe a figure and a half. So it's kind of set up pretty well, secure in the back so that nothing will fall. So I'm pretty excited about starting to fill them in. So this is going to be the NWA/Territories kind of shelf. So it's going to be going from like the Territories and then the NWA and then into early WCW. So I'm really excited to start filling this out. Alright, so this week is special in multiple ways. This, as you can see, is the Stan Hansen Powertown Wrestling Ultras Premium Collectible Figure. This comes with the PWF World Tag Team Championship. You can see the packaging is super sleek. I really love this Powertown packaging. You can see the Stan Hansen figure face on the outside, and then you have this flap here. So it opens up and it shows you the rest of the figure, which we'll get into in a minute. But it also has this really cool bio card. So as you can see, there's Stan Hansen holding a championship that comes with this figure with Bruiser Brody. Gives you a nice little background and bio. Of course, they call him the Lariat because his finishing move was the Lariat. And also the story is that he threw it as hard as he possibly could and couldn't see where the hell he was throwing it because he was kind of blind without his glasses. So fun times being in the ring with this guy. So a very special shout out to my buddy Chris Hosey, supporter of this channel, and even bigger supporter of this channel because he actually gifted me this amazing figure. So I really appreciate him really donating this to my collection, knowing that it'll be taken care of and being appreciated here. And Hosey, I appreciate you. He gave this to me over WrestleMania weekend, which was a great weekend. We had a really great time together watching night one, freezing our butts off. But let's get into this Stan Hansen figure now. As you see, it comes with the championship. It comes with the bull rope. He's got the soft goods vest and chaps on there. Really quality stuff on there. As you can see, like I said, he comes with that bull rope. He comes with the hat. He comes with a cowbell, which can go, I'm sure, onto that bull rope. And he's got the Stan Hansen hand over there. So we'll probably throw that one on there. The big hook 'em horns hand. So there you go. Let's take a look at the back of the packaging really quick. So this is cool. So it's multiple different looks that we have of him here. So we have him with the championship on. We have him with all the gear on. It has removable belt, arms, and knee pads. He's got the alternate hand. See him from the back. And so this is the rest of Series 1. Bruiser Brody, Luthez, Magnum TA, Verganya, and Kerry Von Erich. I have that Kerry Von Erich, as you guys know. He's going to go up there with the Stan Hansen in the new spot that we've just carved out. So really excited to add this Stan Hansen to my collection. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to have to do is I'm actually going to have to put up the lights. So the lights are going to go from the display that we're currently building, and then they're also going to extend and go over onto the Hasbro display. So I'm going to loop them in now. I'm going to put them up so that they're up first and I don't have to disturb anything on the shelves to put them back up. And then we're going to start filling up these shelves and, getting everything set. The other thing is that I have a whole bunch of other figures over there to unbox. So I'm going to have to actually unbox them and then get things set up. So we got a lot of work coming our way here. All right, so there we have it. Our lights are completely up. As you can see, we did one strand going around here. It's a little bit dim over here. I wish, there's a little bit more light, but I kind of really needed it for the Hasbros. It really brightens it up. So all of them are now top lit. So it looks a lot better. Of course, the flash is on here, so this looks a lot better than it really does in real life. But they all really do actually look really good. You can actually, even without the flash on here, I'm going to move this over here. I'm taking a look at it personally, and I can see into each and every one of the shelves. It's all top lit. It all looks really good. This could have used a little bit more. Probably if I would have went down this side here, it would have looked a little bit better and a little bit more well lit. But you know what? That was the entire set of lights. So it is what it is. But I like them the way they look, and it kind of brightens everything up. And now I can start loading up these shelves. All right, so the next thing that actually needs to get done is all of these figures need to get opened up because they all going to have to go into the display. I just delayed opening these until I had a place for them. So now, yeah. So you see all of these, and then, yeah, there's all of these down here too. So we're going to go on an opening spree first, and then we're going to start getting things set. All right, so the next thing I need to get done is I need to take every single one of the figures that I just unpacked, plus all the ones that I have waiting, and pack them all out underneath into that spot. I'm realizing I have a lot less figures in this collection than I thought I did, and that's a good thing because that means that this will expand. I'm already thinking about 2 or 3 more figures that'll probably be added onto that shelf, and then as time goes on, maybe I'll change the parameters of what I put underneath there in order to make it work. But for right now, I think it's going to look really awesome. All right, so here it is, the new shelf. So as you can see, we're starting off here with that new Stan Hansen put out there and with everybody else. So we start in the front with a lot of the guys from the territories like Stan Hansen and Kerry Von Erich and Dusty Rhodes and Terry Funk and the Road Warriors and Michael Freebird Hayes. And then up on the next shelf, we go to the kind of WCW years, the early NWA WCW years, like Rick Steiner and All-American Sting, Arn Anderson, Lex Luger, and Mean Mark Callis. Of course, then we have guys who were in Japan and crossed over into WCW like Vader and Jushin Thunder Liger. And then we move into early WCW with the Dangerous Alliance,
and Big Sid and Cactus Jack and the Hollywood Blondes. And then in the back here, we have Jimmy Hart and Hulk Hogan and Brutus Beefcake as the Zodiac from mid 90s. And then at the top, you can see the late 90s would be the Giant and Dean Malenko, and then the early 2000s with AJ Styles and Goldberg and the Macho Man. So this shelf looks really cool. I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and I'm super glad that I have all this space to add so many new figures into it. All right, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for joining this week. As you can see, a lot of moves are being made. This has become one of those things where I've started to really switch into high gear at this point. I said this on prior streams, but I'm living in the toy room now. So being here all the time is giving me the time to pick at different projects instead of all doing them, big things on one day straight. So I've had the opportunity to expand and extend this entire room, and I'm really excited to see what the prospects are from here on out. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for joining, and I will see you guys soon.